are back. Welcome to the Body Pod. We are back with Tony again, Dr. Tony Boutagy, and today we're doing Truth Bombs with Tony. So we're going to ask you 8 questions, and we just want to get your skinny on what you think.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, because we know you keep it real. So one of the biggest questions women always ask us is, can you really get rid of cellulite?
It's a tough answer. Cellulite essentially is the visibility of the fat in the adipose cell with the tough fibrous connective tissue of the adipose cell itself. It's strongly genetically determined. It's strongly hormonally driven as well. It has tempted many primarily females to go in and have that lipo sucked out. But unless you actually remove the cell, it will always fill back up like a sack. There's no real known solution to this because it is so strongly hormonally and genetically driven that even if you do lose a lot of fat, you still have the fat cell there. It just has less fat in it. So you can make it less visible. But short of getting rid of the cell itself, it will always remain.
Okay. So that right there is the answer, ladies. I'm feeling a little sad, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Another question we have is, we want to know, what is the number one question or most common question you get asked by your female clients? And, what do you think?
Yeah, but by far and away, it always has to do with the fat loss question. And the fat loss question comes in a number of different formats. They usually look at some of the clientele that I work with and want something like it. And they want to know, is that genetics? Is that talent? Are they on a supplement? Do they take drugs? How is it possible? And yes, there are different responders to exercise. And if there weren't, then we wouldn't have an Olympic Games because everyone would turn up. Everyone would do the same amount of exercise and would all respond the same way. So there are different responses to training and to energy restriction. Those people who have remarkable physiques are genetically talented, but they're usually also, and this is what I would see and the answer that I would give, is that there is no secret. There is no supplement. There is no perfect workout. It's the consistency of training more and above anything else that we have to allot and carve out time each day to make sure we're hitting our cardio objective, our weights objective, our sleep, and our nutrition. And those people who do really well don't starve themselves, but they work to a plan. And that plan is, I know that I'm running on 2,000 calories a day, so I'm going to eat 1,600. I'm going to create a mild deficit. I'm going to stick to that. I'm going to make sure I get enough protein each meal to support muscle, enough carbohydrate to fuel training so they don't go low carb, but they create these mild deficits and then they just stick to it for weeks and months on end. And that's how they produce world-class bodies. Nothing's tragic, no magic supplement, no drugs.
It's such a boring answer, right? But I would have guessed, if I would have had to guess, I would have guessed that one of the most common questions was about fat loss. Oh, for sure.
No question. No question.
Yeah. And everyone wants something shiny, but it comes down to basic, boring consistency.
You would be shocked at how boring. Everyone wants to know what workout are they doing. So you'd be surprised. It's the same workout you're doing, but they just don't miss it.
Yep.
Oh,
and they're getting all the key components together.
You need it all to be right. Yeah.
Okay. Last truth bomb today. Oh, this is a good one. Get ready. Can you drink tequila and still lose weight and be super lean?
Yes.
And what is your favorite tequila, by the way? Yes. What is your tequila of choice?
I wouldn't call myself a tequila connoisseur, but I most certainly have enjoyed Don Julio. I've most certainly enjoyed the Casa Azul. They would be my 2 favorites.
Not the rocks?
Look, if I come over to America and I meet The Rock, then yes, I will say The Rock's. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
But you can still achieve your fitness goals, correct? And have a little tequila.
Absolutely, because alcohol has an energy cost. And if you are aware of that energy cost, then you just allot that into your energy budget. Now, when it gets to the really pointy end, then you have to ask yourself, do I want to spend my energy budget on alcohol, or do I want to spend it on carbs to help me train, or protein to help my muscle mass? So most people who are getting really lean do not consume alcohol. And those people who want to maintain a nice degree of body composition all year round can enjoy a drink, probably not overboard. But
Yeah.
the rule that I have with my clients who want a body composition change is we try and limit it to about 8 drinks per week.
That seems like a ton. I think that's
I know,
doable,
this
ladies.
is
Good news.
Good quality of life right here. Balance, lean.
And it has to be. It has to be. Yeah. Otherwise, you binge and then you go backwards. So you just allot for it. You plan it in, and so 8 drinks is about 1 bottle of wine a week.
Okay, ladies, you heard it.
I like it. From the doctor, Dr. Tony, you heard it here,
Yes.
people. You really can have it all.
You can't have it all.
Absolutely.
All right.
Okay.
Well, thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, Tony, for joining us for our Truth Bombs with Tony. We will be back. We cannot wait for our next episode.
Thanks, Tony.
Thanks, girls. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
If you enjoyed this episode, please consider giving us a 5-star rating and sharing the Body Pod with your friends.
Until next time.